So did you know in Halo 3 it's actually possible to see Cortana in-game on multiple missions? But the problem with this is they put her in these hidden rooms that were super hard to access. And on top of that, each of these rooms is a giant black area with thick fog. So could we find her on the mission Floodgate? Let's give it a shot! I think I will be able to do this with just 2 people, but I have no idea because I've never tried this before. You will be able to actually see Cortana in-game, and it's the player model that actually loads when it's overlapping during the gameplay. The cutscene that everyone hates. Or Cortana, the screen is shaking and Cortana is speaking. The screen is shaking and Cortana is speaking. So if you have at least 2 players, the only skull that you're going to need to put on before doing this is the Acrophobia Skull. So all you got to do is like just kind of fly over to this platform right here. Again, you have to have the Acrophobia Skull on. Oh, look, you can see your Marines over here at the beginning of the mission getting killed. So you'll be floating on an elastic barrier, and once you get far enough past this gate, you'll drop to the ground. Then you'll want to head left through this building. You pretty much have to follow this exact path to get to where we need to go. All the way through, you're going to go. Look at that. Just going to keep walking over to this gate. Isn't this sick, though? Okay, our goal is to go over here, though. What even is that? Okay, so once you hit this barrier, you should see this tree in front of you. Walk all the way towards this tree along the edge of the barrier. Once I got to the corner of the map barrier and the wall that you see here, I had to stop and follow these instructions. I need to have player 2 die and spawn over here outside of the map. See? So I need this player 2 to go forward so that I don't get sucked from the elastic map barrier back into this part of the map. So I'm going to go back to here, and then I'm going to die. So the reason I'm dying here is so that I can spawn on player 2 outside of the map barrier. Okay. I'm outside the outside map barrier. Now that I'm outside the map barrier, truly. So you're just going to continue to the corner of the map, all the way along the wall. So you notice I'm heading this direction, but I'm not actually moving. That's because there's an invisible wall right here. Okay. You see I'm in the corner now? So now player 2 had to go back into the map barrier and progress through the mission, while player 1 stood here the entire time. How I'm going to get out this map again is follow this route. We're going to get back into the map the same way that we got out of the map. We're going to walk all the way over here. There's going to be a bunch of little elastic barriers, but don't worry about that. This actually isn't solid, so we're just going to go back to where we walked first by this crate. If I go to the right, there's a barrier here. If I go to the left, there's a barrier here, so you kind of got to just go on this path right here. Fly up, and then just fly over. You'll be stuck on an elastic map barrier, but you should make it over no problem. If you want to, you can just fly through the mission. It makes it a little bit easier. Now, I'm just going to go through. You're going to see this pit area, this little cafeteria bay. We're going to go through this. That Marine's going to get infected by the flood. There's going to be a million flood here. Just keep going through the mission. Warning! Once you get to the wall that says K435, do not go past the yellow paint that is on the floor that is directly in line with this wall. This yellow bar right here, you're going to see these bunch of Traxxas crates. And then you're going to see the Traxxas crates, what looks like the multiplayer map Foundry, as you can see right here. Do not go past this yellow line until the player that is in the corner outside the map barrier is ready. Once this player is ready, you're just going to go past this point right here. Once you pass this point, player 2 will spawn into a deloaded section of the mission where Cortana is housed. Basically, it's a giant black void with fog. Okay, I'm falling into space. I need to hit the crouch button so I don't hit the map bottom really hard and die. See, I'm in the solid space where they spawn Cortana. Okay, so now that we're in the fog space where Cortana spawns, we need to get to the location where she is. Thanks to Termacious Trickocity, I was able to find the coordinates, and all I had to do was turn on pan cam. You need a controller for this, by the way, guys, to turn on pan cam. I'm not sure how to do it on mouse and keyboard. I don't even know if it's possible. Okay, I've got my controller connected. LB, RB, left stick, A, D-pad up. There, I have pan cam on. I did it. Thank you, General Heed. Shout out to General Heed. So we need to go to X minus 148, Y minus 155. So the X is the left number. Here's an arrow pointing to it, and the right is the Y axis. What the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna get to minus 148, which I don't know what direction is which. Wait. Okay, this is north, because the arrow on my assault rifle is pointing north. Okay, minus 148 on the X. And then we're going to go over to the left. And we're going to go backwards. Okay, this is good. 155 on the Y. Oh, okay, it's counting down. Wait. 148 minus 148. Okay, that's really, really close. Now, player 2 needs to activate Cortana's cutscene. Okay, once you get past this yellow line, you can proceed through the mission, and then you're gonna get to this glass room right here. Don't go down this hole, don't go through the glass until you are ready and in position with the pan cam. There she is! You can see her. Look at her! You can actually see it in-game. Isn't that crazy? You can see her falling. While seeing this for the first time was awesome, I felt like I needed to see it at least a couple more times, so in order to do that and revert to the previous checkpoint, both player 1 and player 2 had to unalive themselves 5 times in a row within 3 seconds so that it reverted back 1 checkpoint. Here you can actually see my first attempt. I wasn't looking in the correct direction, but I went into theater mode after I was done with this to show you guys up close and personal what it looks like. You're actually able to pause the cutscene in theater mode, which is how you're seeing this footage. You can see I'm trying to take different angles at different distances so that you can see how this perspective looks. Now, the next minute is just me trying to work through the cracks and crevices of the cutscene overlay, trying to get the perfect angle of the in-game model of Cortana. So if you thought this was cool, please make sure to give this video a like, and now I will shut the f*** up!